physical therapist on the internet.
Hi. Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Hannick, physical
And
therapist.
together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course.
Today,
Bob.
Brad, we're going to talk about the 10 best knee pain exercises ever created. Stretches
That's
and
a
strengthening.
big mouthful, Bob.
Yeah, that's a big promise. But Brad and I have been doing this for combined probably 50 some years now. And over all those years, we've kind of culled and picked out which ones we thought were the best exercises.
Sure.
And this is taking into account, Brad, that your knee pain can be caused by a lot of different things. So
Right.
we're going to show you some exercises, give them a try, and you can see which ones work for you.
Right. And only use them if they clearly give improvement. If they create pain, you stop and put that one off to the side.
So hi to the folks on Facebook that we're going live right now.
Sure enough.
If you're watching the rebroadcast on YouTube, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on stay healthy, fit, and pain-free, and we upload every day. And if you're on YouTube, go over to Facebook too, because we do these live events. We do lots of fun things, and we like to be liked.
Yeah, back and forth. And can they say if they like me better than you, Bob?
I don't think they can. Sorry. Anyway, first exercise, Brad. This is a technique. If you are having something going on in the joint, sometimes even a little bit of, if you have a meniscus tear, even a cartilage tear, sometimes this helps out.
Okay.
Or if there's arthritis and there's things flaking off, this actually can help somewhat. So
We're talking inside the joint, not your skin.
Right. So what you're going to do, what you may not realize is when the knee bends, it also turns. So when the knee is bending, this bottom bone here is actually turning.
Yeah, it rotates slightly. It's not significant, but it's subtle, but it's important.
So especially if you don't have as much knee bend as you should have, and it feels like it's getting blocked somewhat after arthritis or after some injury, what you can try, and this should be pain-free, by the way.
Sure.
I don't want pain with this. So I'm going to actually, he's going to grab on there. I'm grabbing the lower part of the tibia here, the upper part of the tibia, and I'm turning it. I'm turning it this way. I'm turning it towards the other leg.
So you kind of get a hold in the front. That's the bony part. You can do that.
I'm turning it.
His thumbs are in the back behind.
And then as I turn, I'm bending the knee.
Right.
And I'm going back and forth. And I'm doing this turn the whole time. I'm holding the turn the whole time. Now again, this should not increase pain. This should not cause more pain. It should sometimes actually feel better.
Right.
Then you know that you're doing the right thing.
And you can bend it further, then you're right on the money. Less pain, more range of motion.
And you can do 2 sets of 10 of those.
Sure.
So another common problem that people have, Brad, is that they are having pain underneath the kneecap itself.
Sure.
Underneath the patella. So one thing you want to do is you want to stretch that kneecap so that it has more motion and it's not grinding down onto the bone as much.
Right.
So
basically, we're doing a patella mobilization, we call it.
that's right. So you're going to have to take a look at my ugly leg here, but
Oh, it's not that ugly, Bob.
oh,
I guess
it is.
It is. It is.
it is that ugly, yeah. So Brad's going to show on, we're going to a little close up on Facebook, and Lonnie's going to kind of go in on the camera there. So the first thing you want to do is you're going to make sure the leg is very relaxed. The quadricep. If it's not relaxed, you can't move that kneecap at all. So you're going to let it support it on something. And now, as you can see, I'm using my 2 thumbs and I'm pushing down like this. I'm pushing the kneecap down. And for some people, this is kind of a icky feeling, Brad.
Right.
Don't you say they don't like this?
Yeah, you have to be relaxed and just let it go.
And now I'm going to take my other 2 fingers and I'm pushing it up. So I'm pushing it towards me. I'm giving it a stretch.
Yeah, I think your hands are in the way to see from the
All
top.
right.
There you go.
So I'm stretching it this way.
That's not lipstick on his knee there. I put that on.
Yeah,
Just
he
so-
put arrows there.
yeah, so we know the direction we're moving it.
And the final one is I'm going to go this way. I don't know if Lonnie, you can see this or not, but I'm going to push the kneecap this way because quite often it's tight and it wants to go out to the outside, and that's
Right.
where it's giving you troubles. So I'm going to push the kneecap over this way. You got any of that, Lonnie? She actually is smiling, so I don't know what that means. So
Bob, you ought to see this from our view.
these are stretches you can do a lot.
Right.
I mean, these are, especially if you're getting pain underneath the kneecap. If you feel like grinding when you do that, it's a good one to do.
Now, they call that a lateral release if they do the surgery. So we're doing this could actually save you that
that
particular
surgery.
right?
Yeah. So if you have patellofemoral syndrome, that is what one of the things you're going to want to do is that stretch. All right, the next one, Brad, is this is a good one for people who have maybe some arthritis in their knee, and their knee doesn't straighten out quite all the way.
Sure.
You know, and what they have found, Brad and Lonnie, is that
What about the people out there?
and subscribers, if you actually increase the knee extension a little bit, even it helps decrease the pain.
Sure.
So even if it's a modest amount, so you can tell whether or not your knee is not straight as the other one is if you just put both legs up, and if one's down straight like this and the other one's up a little bit, you know that one needs work, because that one's not straightening as much as it should.
Exactly.
So what you can do is you're actually going to put it up on a stool like this, and you're going to actually take both arms, and you can just go pressure on, pressure off, pressure on, pressure off.
Now, they might be asking, how much pressure, Bob? Bob, tell us how much.
Well, I don't want pain, but you know, you can bump into the pain a little
Right.
bit.
So after repetitions, after 4 or 5, the pain should be reducing and maybe a little more range. Then you know you're doing the right
Right,
thing.
and I would do the first day, I would only do 10 of these and see how it is the next day,
Sure.
or how you did that night. I had one guy that got a little too exuberant on this, and he did like 30, 40, and he was not even going to come back to therapy.
Yeah,
but
he overdid it.
He overdid it. He couldn't sleep that night, which means that he did something. You know, he actually.
He got things moving, but he irritated
But
things.
in the end, it did work for him. By
Sure,
the way,
okay.
it did work really quite well. All right, next one, Brad. The same is true if the knee is not bending as well as it should.
Sure, yep.
We did that one, but you can also just do a straight old lay down and do some of these pressure on, pressure off,
Yep.
pressure on, pressure off.
And where you put your hands on this can make a difference. Sometimes it's a little better if you go up closer to the knee, or sometimes down here. But
Get a little more leverage.
do which way feels better, and it makes the knee move better with less pain.
You can do that one in a chair too, or on a higher bench like this. You can put it up there if you can get your leg up there, and you can do a pressure on this way too, and pressure off.
Sure.
Pressure on, pressure off.
That's a nice one you can do into a stairwell.
Sure.
If you got, especially if there's handles on both sides. You know, what do you call those? The banisters?
Railings? I
lost
don't
it.
know.
Yeah, the railings. I lost it there, Bob.
Oh, do you want to show a quad stretch, Brad?
Sure. Yep. You know, if you've got good balance, you know, use something to hold on to if you've got a balance problem. As long as you're capable of stretching like this, those quadriceps will stretch really nice.
If
Not
your
like
quads are
this.
really tight, they're going to pull on that kneecap,
Sure.
and it's going to grind it up some more. So it's important that this is you know, you can stretch this muscle out.
Right.
It
If the
does
knee's up like here, it won't be stretching. You want to bring it down here, but not like this either. Good tall posture, knee down, everything in line, and then you're going to feel those quads stretch right there.
Yep, and you can actually do this laying down too. You can do it laying flat on your stomach, but you can also do it this way, Brad.
Sure.
You can bring your leg back like this, and you can lay on your side, and this is an easy way to do it. This
Yep.
is a simple way to do it. And here I can pull it back and give it a good stretch.
Right, right.
So next one, Brad, if you're having a lot of pain on the outside of your knee,
Sure.
and it might be coming from your IT band.
Right, which is a wide band, and down from here, and it goes up to the muscle. What's that muscle again called? TFL?
TFL, that's right, tensor fascia lata. There we
yes.
go. Good job, Brad. I blanked out on it for a minute. And a good way to stretch that, Brad, is just to actually lay down. And you can do this with a stretch out strap, Brad, but you can also just bring the leg up, and you're going to bring it over to the side here. And now that's stretching here. And you can hit different angles of the TFL of the IT band, you know, attaching to TFL by how you move it.
Right, so in other words, you're saying if you bring the leg up this way further or down this way, and normally, I guess we're going to have to remove the cupboards
Yeah.
because your foot's sitting there. You're going to have to get cupboards removed at home, that's okay.
We don't mind. Just tell your wife. All right, next one, Brad. Hamstring and heel cord stretches. You want to show a hamstring stretch?
You better believe it. My favorite one is I just simply like to go up to something about this height. A stairwell is nice with a handrail, I remember it now, and keep the back straight and just lean into it. I'm getting a good stretch right now. Don't get all caught up in rounding your back and trying to touch your nose to your toes, your knee, or whatever. That's not what you want. Good posture, stretch it out. Are you going to show that, Bob?
Yeah, I thought I would.
That is a nice tool for
Yeah,
this.
I think do you know that I think some dog collars and leashes are like this? I think they have a thing, and then they have a lot of handles on them. I think I've seen that.
Really?
Yeah, but anyway, this is a stretch out strap. It's from OPTP. And this works out really well for doing hamstring stretches because you can just
Sure.
put it on here and you can grab through the handles here, and it's just real easy to pull up and do a stretch. Easy on your back.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
you can do,
Keep the knee straight as
Straight.
you can to emphasize hamstring stretching.
and you can
there.
do contract, relax, where you
Right.
actually pull, push down,
Ready?
pull, push down, and as you relax, you pull it up further.
Sure,
So you
yeah.
push down, then relax, push down, relax. So this is the contract, and this is the relax.
Yeah, and that will give you more range of motion and more flexibility.
How about a heel cord stretch, Brad? The heel, a lot of people don't realize the calf muscle actually crosses over the knee too, so you want to make sure that you're doing that too. So
Right, so he's saying right here, the gastroc goes up over the knee joint, crosses the knee joint, and we want to keep that muscle loose as well. This is my favorite way, although a lot of people don't have an incline board.
are we
Like
catching that
that.
on Facebook?
Oh, yeah. Can they see it down there?
No.
No?
Okay, now we do.
Oh, thanks, Bob. Now we got some. And I'm going to keep my knee straight till I get that gastroc muscle that does cross the knee, and I can bend the knee. If I don't have one of these, you can simply go against the wall or a chair and stretch it like this. There's a little more work, doesn't work quite as well. Oh, Bob, you walked right in front of the camera.
I know, but I had to do this.
Okay, okay. So we're stretching there, and make sure you do both legs. Otherwise, you start walking in circles.
I'm just going to say hi to Alexandria Hutchinson.
Oh, really? Well,
And
hello.
also Leanna Crow.
All right.
So-
Well, thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying this and maybe learning something new. And yeah, we got to. This is working out pretty well, Bob.
All right, we got to keep moving. Next
Oh,
one,
wow.
we're going to do just a straight leg raise, Brad.
Yep.
Now we're getting into strengthening.
Sure.
So we're going to lay down. This is just a good universal strengthening of the knee without really bending the knee and putting stress on the knee. Bring it up. This knee is bent. I'm strengthening this one.
All right.
And you can just go up and hold it for a count of 10. And, after a while, you'll start to feel these.
It looks easy, but you'll be amazed. So you want to keep the knee fully extended here.
And the toe pointing up. Don't go out this way or this way.
Exactly.
And you can do some power ones too, Brad. Finish up with some power ones where you just go up and down.
It's kind of like a plyometric that way,
Yeah.
which is fancy exercise. And it's important to have this knee up and this foot. It really helps the low back and the
When
hips.
we get some of the young girls who have patellofemoral syndrome, I tell them they can do thousands of these if they want to. I mean,
Right.
that's how often you can do them. I mean, you can do lots and lots of strengthening on these.
Sure.
So, Brad, do you want to do a hamstring on the ball?
Sure. Hamstring strengthening?
strengthening, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Here, let's just... Oh. Okay.
There's
Oh,
Brad's money's
There's
falling
a
out.
tip for you, Bob.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to stop that from happening so you don't get any more. Okay. So, hands here, lift the buttocks up in the air and simply roll the ball towards you. And that is a great deal of hamstring work being done right now. If you can do 10, 20 of them like this without much problem, to make it harder, you can emphasize the right leg by putting the left one across on the top. And then make sure, again, you do both sides so you walk in a straight line. The right leg on top of the left. If you're really one of those,
I'm saying hi to Alexandra Hutchinson and also Fred C. Dobbs, who thinks we look like two old women.
Fred does.
Yeah.
Wow, Fred, how could you say such a
Fred.
thing? Anyways, let's do a hamstring right here. Oh,
And
that is
Seafood
really
LH
aggressive.
says hi.
Oh, good.
All
Oh. So that's a great way to work and focus on those hamstrings. And I would do 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 20 of those, depending on how aggressive you are.
And
really.
I love doing those. Those are one of my favorite ones. And the last one we're going to do, Brad, is the ball on the
The
wall.
ball on the wall.
Yeah. You can do shallow squats with those, or you can, and I'll go ahead and handle this, Brad. So
Yeah.
Brad's going to go on the wall.
The ball on the wall, back on the ball, feet shoulder width out in front of you, good posture, not rounding forward, shoulders back, head up, chin in, all that type of thing. We're going to go down until our thighs are parallel with the floor. If you're not able to go that far, do not, just kind of make a short one and build up to the deep one. Do not go down this deep.
Yeah, now Alexandra Hutchinson was asking if she's had pain in her meniscus after having surgery years
Yeah.
ago. She could do these. She can do shallow ones of these.
Okay.
you know,
pain-free.
and straight leg raises too. The ones
Okay,
that are,
perfect. Yep,
yeah.
that's exactly what we're looking for after the surgery. So yeah, and these, if you want to make them more difficult for those people that are really strong, you can cross over like this, same as when we did the ball on the hamstrings, laying down. And again, you're going to do both sides so that we keep walking straight line. You can see I cannot go down with one leg near.
That's working hard,
Yeah.
aren't you?
Right. You can get really aggressive with this particular exercise.
All right, last
This is how-
comment. Chris Middleton Vaughn says she thinks we were great, Brad.
Oh, thanks, Chris. That's a wonderful comment. We got one person out there that likes
Yeah.
this anyways. I hope she liked this on the Facebook thing.
All right,
I'm
Brad.
just
Well,
gonna
I
keep
think we
going,
can
Bob.
we
I'm
can
not
wrap it up
stopping.
here. So,
Oh, yeah.
thanks everybody for watching. And remember, Brad and I can fix just about anything,
Except for that broken heart.
but we're working on it.
Exactly right. We got some duct tape here. We've got a lot of tools that we're going to keep working with. Remember Thomas Edison? He took 10,000 times to make that light bulb.
All right, thanks, Brad.